judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready.
The fight starts now!
Let's go.
How do you like it? On the show.
So aggressive, so focused.
It all comes down to this. Still the undisputed champion of the world. DAZN Weekend Preview.
Well, this Saturday, from as you can see it there, the beautiful brand new Co-op Live Arena here in Manchester. It's Jack Catterall versus Regis Prograis, raising the curtain in this great arena. As far as boxing is concerned, a massive fight in the 140-pound landscape. DAZN here to bring you all the preview ahead of the weekend's action.
Here in Manchester, the big main event, Jack Catterall against Regis Prograis. For me, one of the best fights that can be made at 140 pounds. But what you see up here is three 50-50 fights that I cannot wait for.
Yeah, that's the main. This is a fight I wanted. Me and Jack were supposed to fight a long time ago, but it just obviously didn't happen for reasons. I feel like they didn't want to fight. I think you backed them into the corner. You maybe told me too, but at the same time, this is a big fight. This is the best fight you can make at 140 without the belts, and yeah, I'm all up. Like right now I'm just feeling super calm, super confident about everything, super relaxed right here. Like I don't even feel like I'm away from home, to be honest. Like everybody here is been so nice. I would expect people to be like more hostile. I expect the crowd to talk shit to me or something, but nobody said nothing. You know, like
could be Saturday night.
I know that it's different, it's levels. You know, it's different levels to this game. You know, we can say what we want, but like, you know, me and him, we got some similar opponents, but at the same time, you take Josh Taylor off his resume and you take Josh Taylor off my resume, what does he have? Like nothing. You take Josh Taylor off my resume, I'm still a two-time world champion, you know? So, like I said, it's levels to this game.
And you said we could get a world title shot in 2025, and I've been in that position before where I've been waiting on something that might not happen. So my instruction to Sam and to Matchroom was, I want to fight the best, and Regis was the name that was proposed, so we jumped at it.
Obviously, last time out, another incredible fight, incredible atmosphere as well. You put that wrong right, and in the Josh Taylor victory as well. Different kind of challenge this time, and a guy definitely with a bit between his teeth, looking to save his own career at World Championship level.
Yeah, of course, the chapter with Taylor's now done. That's forgotten about. We move on. We've got a big job Saturday. And I think we've spoke about it, but the pressure's on. I put the pressure on myself. I think Regis is right in saying his last two performances probably haven't been his best. So he's in a position where he needs to turn up, and I put that pressure on myself to perform Saturday, to be in a position. He's had his time in the sun, he's boxed for world title, he's won world titles, and that's what I want.
I got something else to say, right? I'm gonna slash everything right now. A long time ago, Sam Jones, his manager, where you at, Sam? Sam actually said I will beat Jack's a long time ago, right? And I got proof right now. If y'all want to hear it, I got proof. He said flatten him.
Right hand to God, never said that. Listen, you've been hitting the head too much by Devin Haney, my friend.
Watch this. Listen, everybody, be quiet.
I like Jack, by the way. I know him very well, but I do think you flatten him. You understand what I mean? Because you're a different guy to Josh Taylor. Jack wants to fight, but I think your dad promoter was like, oh.
I know when that was.
Want to do it again? Wait, hold on.
We just need to hear it one more time.
I know when that was.
Hold on.
I know when that was. Regis, I've got some messages of you, so just think very carefully before you play that next one.
I know him very well, but I do think... I like Jack, by the way. I know him very well, but I do think you flatten him.
This is before I knew Jack. I'd never met Jack before.
Wants to fight you, but I think...
You never met Jack?
I'd never met Jack. I've only known him 2 years.
All right. Well, why you... Exactly.
Regis, I've got some messages of you, and they'll be posted later.
Go ahead, do it. That's fine.
Sam, just a very quick word from you on Saturday night. What happens?
Jack's gonna beat him.
That ain't what you just said. You already said that. That was to what?
That was like 2-3 years ago. 2 years ago.
You said it though, right?
Tell me the date when it was.
You said it though, right?
Show me the date.
You said it, right?
You're worried what I'm gonna dig up now.
First off, he said, I got hit too many times, and now he said, oh, it was 2 years ago. What was it, Sam? Come on, you flip-flopping.
Regis,
come on, let's face off.
Regis, you've said nothing the whole build-up. And I've been nothing but respectful to you, but now I'm going to dig some stuff on you, my friend.
That's
Good
fine.
luck on
Let's
that.
go. That's fine.
Let's go face off. Why is Evans not allowed up there? Why is Evans not allowed up there?
Listen, Evans is right there. Could you pass the mic to Evans one second?
Why is he not up there?
Could you pass the mic, Evans?
Yeah, he can talk.
We've missed you. Just a few words, your sum up of this fight and what happens on Saturday night.
We want Prograis is going to give the good people of Manchester what they want.
which is a tough fight. He's been tough his whole career.
And as I said, up here on this top table, 3 50-50 championship fights that I can't wait for on Saturday night. Jimmy Joe Flint rematching Campbell Hatton. Michael Gomez challenges Reece Bellotti for the British and Commonwealth Championship. And the big one, the 140 unofficial final eliminator for the World Championship, really. Jack Catterall against Regis Prograis. Big crowd at the Co-op live on DAZN around the world as British boxing returns with a bang.
Jamie Ward here alongside me, former WBC World Cruiserweight King, Mr. Tony Bellew. Tony, Eddie said in the whole build-up to this fight, he's got a good hand in the 140-pound division, Eddie Hearn, when you look at the champions and the fighters. But he said Jack Catterall against Regis Prograis is the best fight outside of the champions. Would you agree with that?
Without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think anyone can dispute that. Jack Catterall is the uncrowned king, isn't he? So I just want to see him get over the line and win a world title. There's not a British fighter ever been more deserving, in my opinion. I think he's that good. So let's just see what Saturday brings, because believe you me, this is a really hard fight against Regis Prograis. It's a really hard fight. I mean, I go ever so slightly towards Jack Catterall, but it's ever so slightly. It's kind of a 55-45 thing. I mean, anyone 60-40 is the best you could do, and that's for like Jack Catterall fanatics. But for the people who are pretty in the middle, like me, this is a 55-45, and Regis Prograis live as they come. Maybe got a point to prove.
At different stages of their career, somewhat, obviously Regis Prograis already been a 2-time world champion, but he's almost obsessed in becoming a 3-time world champion. Jack, obviously desperate. You called him the uncrowned king there. Obviously the fight in February 2022, everyone talks about he got his revenge over Josh in May, but desperate to get another world title shot. When you look at how well positioned they both are, there's pressure on both of them for different reasons.
It's kind of madness for the managers of both. They must be like, why are you doing this? What a silly fight to take.
Because they could have probably sat and waited.
Easily.
Well, when you look where they are.
Jack Catterall's mandatory for everyone.
Top 5 across the board now.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And I think for someone like Regis, coming off the back of a loss, Devin Haney, it's a tough one for him. But ultimately now going into this fight, I mean, I've heard this analogy of, listen, if you take Josh Taylor off both of our records, well, mate, he's on both of your records, and it just got to put up with it. That's what it is. So I don't like that analogy, because if you start taking other fights off people's records, it doesn't really stack up. So you'd have to look at both the records and assess them both. And by doing that, you come to the analogy of, well, Jack Catterall beat the guy who beat you, mate. But I also do get Regis' point when saying that some of the names I've beat are better than some of the names you beat. Yes, they are. But ultimately, both of your careers come around one man, and that's Josh Taylor. And one guy's beat him twice, and another guy hasn't. So that's the comparison that you have to make, unfortunately. That's just boxing. That's the way it is. I think for Regis, it's a fight where if he comes out and attacks and goes for it, it's going to be a barnstormer from start to finish, because Jack Catterall's not going to run from no one. He'll put it on you. He's one of the most underrated punchers in the 140 division. Heavy-handed, strong, good boxing ability. Does a lot good. He does nothing great. He's not a big puncher. He's not the fastest. He's not the cutest defensively. But he's just good enough defensively at weight level. He's just strong enough at weight level. And they're the things that I'm not sure Regis Prograis has. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he's been a world champion, but you know what? It's unfair, because once again, he pushed Josh Taylor to the limit. He could have got the nod that night.
He thinks he won that fight.
You can't knock him.
Do you think that will be in his mind, though? The last time he was here in the UK, he didn't get the nod. Do you think tactically, game plan, that will be in his mind to try and win the fight on his terms?
It should be. Because anytime you go away from home, you want to win by knockout, you want to win by stoppage. And they're both claiming to. I mean, well, Jack didn't, to be honest, but Regis did. It's a tough one for Regis, because I don't like the word robbery. It's thrown about far too much in boxing these days. You know, someone was chatting, Arthur Bay, Evan Bivol was a robbery the other week. Stop it now. Stop it, please. Go and hide. Whoever said that, just go and hide under the stairs somewhere. It wasn't a robbery. It's a really close fight that could have went either way. I thought Bivol won, but it doesn't matter, because it was such an amazing fight. I can't dispute either fight to getting it. The only thing I didn't like was the 116, 112 card. And I said that the minute the fight got finished. For Prograis and Taylor, it was a good fight. It was a really, really good fight. I see why Josh Taylor got it, but I understand why Regis Prograis will feel aggrieved and unhappy about it. It's boxing, Jay. It's what you like. This is what happens when you leave it to the judges' hands. you've got to go on what does that judge like. Does he favour the attacker? Does he favour the defensive fighter? Does he favour the speed? Does he favour the power? Every judge will have his own opinion and they'll have their own way of scoring a fight. This is why we need a full set of rules putting in for all the governing bodies. If we all go off one set of rules, it makes the sport of boxing so much better. But I think it's only His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh who can do something like that. So that's what we should do. But you know what I think we should do and what actually does get done are two totally different things. For now, we've got all the focus on Jack Catterall, Regis Prograis, Saturday night, an absolute barnstorm, and let's not forget some of the little warm-ups before.
We've got to bring that up just before we go over the undercard. The press conference highlights you would have just seen there in this programme. Regis Prograis plays a voice note from Sam Jones.
Oh, wow.
Right, you're Jack Catterall. The weight's coming down. You're in fight week. How are you feeling hearing that?
I put my head in my jacket. I just couldn't believe. Sam's a brilliant manager. He's one of the best managers in the whole country, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Mate, he gets his fighters the best money. He gets them amazing opportunities. And he's just been done a good and proper there.
Bit of an Uno reverse card, that, from Regis Prograis.
Mate, he bided his time. He took his time with that one, didn't he? I mean, literally, he couldn't have timed it any better. No. Because that is, wow. I mean,
it was like an episode of Coronation Street.
I've got no words.
It was.
I've got no words. Mate, that's beyond Coronation Street and EastEnders. That's like...
That's after 9 p.m.
Mate, that's a grenade getting thrown in the middle of a press conference. I've never seen that before, so... And I've seen it all in this bleeding stupid business.
Yeah, I think there'll be more on that to come.
Oh, listen, I think Sam does not take things lightly, and he doesn't take it lying down either. So he's going to... I'm sure he'll start now, but that was the cat amongst the pigeons, literally.
Quick prediction, main event. What happens? Ooh. Just remember, Tony, people are going to replay this over and over and over again, so I have no pressure.
I never get it right. I don't listen. It's a really good fight, and I'm struggling. Obviously, listen, people will say, "Well, you just say Jack Catterall on points. That's the easy pick." I just think it's a really good fight, and I'm not going for the upset now. I'm not going to lie, mate. I'm tempted. I am tempted because, I'll tell you what, if you were a betting man, your money would be on Regis Prograis at the prices you're getting. He's such an underrated and talented fighter, but for me, Jack Catterall, he is that fighter who does everything well. He's not lacking in any department. He just does everything really well, and he's a solid fighter, and is the uncrowned king in this division. So I'm going to edge towards Jack Catterall, but understand this is a really hard fight.
All the questions answered in that main event, and of course, as Eddie Hearn has mentioned throughout the whole build-up, massive fight coming your way December 7th in Puerto Rico. IBF world title at 140 pounds on the line. Liam Paro and Richardson Hitchens. The winner of this, Eddie says, fights the winner of that fight, so the stakes are very much high at the Co-op Live. Well, here is a little reminder of what is coming your way on Saturday night. One place to watch all the action, and that is right here on DAZN. The broadcast begins 7 p.m. with the return of Starboy Junaid Bostan, who's on the hunt for domestic titles at 154 pounds. He meets Maiko Somariva. Pat McCormack is back after a lengthy spell out of the ring with injury. He's in with William Andres Herrera, WBA Intercontinental Welterweight title. The prize in that one. There's a rematch. Will it be repeat or revenge? 31 weeks on from their first meeting, Jimmy Joe Flint and Campbell Hatton run it back this Saturday, leading you into your chief support. British and Commonwealth super featherweight titles on the line. Champion Reece Bellotti, challenger Michael Gomez Jr. That cannot be a dull affair. And of course, your main event, a huge fight in the 140-pound landscape. A world title fight awaits the winner. Jack Catterall versus Regis Prograis. Stand on business. Don't forget, before the bell begins 5 p.m, Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels with a professional debut of amateur star Emily Whitworth. Joe McGrail also continues his professional journey. One of Tony's favourites, Steve Clark, back in action, and young brother of Anthony Crolla, William Crolla, fights for the first time after officially being unveiled as a Matchroom fighter. So much to look forward to from the Co-op Live on Saturday night. As I say, 5 p.m. before the bell, 7 p.m. live broadcast. We'll see you Saturday night live right here on DAZN.
And the cat's got the cream. Does the hunger die? Or does the hunt for the next victim intensify? But tread carefully now. Choose wisely. For an injured wolf is at its most lethal.
All right. Foley.
Foley, nobody. Who the is Foley?
Linares.
Linares, old man. Grandpa.
Taylor.
Taylor shot. Washed up.
Prograis.
Don't write me off. Do not write me off.
It's just another name on my record. World title next.
Don't just talk about it, be about it. Stand on business.
Stand on Business. Live on DAZN.